Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Today I just wanted to talk to my sellers. I wanted to give you 3 things that you should do before selling your home. I think these are very important, and once you get these down packed, it will definitely make your selling process a lot quicker and you can get top dollar. So the first thing that you need to do is to find a real estate agent. Your real estate agent can be someone that you have worked with to help you buy the home. A lot of times, real estate agents, they try to be your agent for life. So we help you through all of your real estate needs. So if you weren't satisfied with the last agent that you used, you are free to use anyone else, a new agent. I would suggest asking for referrals from your family, from your friends. You want to make sure that your agent is knowledgeable and they have a great fit with you, with your personality, the way that they communicate. If you prefer to be called or rather than email or text, you want to make sure that your real estate agent can meet all your needs. Also, you want to be sure to set standards of how often you want to communicate. Sometimes you could talk, it really depends on the seller, but most people like to check in at least once a week. And definitely if there's any activity on your property. So another thing that I think you should discuss with your real estate agent is open houses and showings. Now, because your house is on the market, you are going to have people that want to come by. They want to look at the home, of course, and you want to be sure that your house is in presentable fashion. Sometimes we have investment properties where we have tenants living in the property. So if that's the case, you need to talk to your tenants and let them know, I'm selling the house. You might have people that want to come through at odd times of the day. Put your valuables up. Don't leave, personal things out in the open. Just prepare your tenants and also prepare yourself to know if you want to have open house on certain time frames. It's best to not be there when you have open house because potential buyers, they want to feel that they can look freely without any judgment or having the seller looking over their shoulder like, oh, so what do you think? Do you like my house? You want to submit an offer? We don't want to have that during your showing. So that is something that you need to establish ahead of time with your real estate agent. The second point that I wanted to discuss is to prepare your home. So it's very important to, like I said, get valuable items secure them, put them up. You don't want to have your personal information laying out. I also tell my clients to take out personal photos. You don't want your buyers to get distracted by all of your stuff. So you want to declutter. I always say a fresh coat of paint would be helpful, and also to clean the floors, your carpets. You want to put your best foot forward. Also, if there are small things that you could repair, do so. If you're trying to get top dollar, I also tell my sellers to get an inspection. You can order your inspection before you actually list your house, so you can kind of get a heads up of some things that might show up that a buyer would be very concerned about, such as the AC, electrical, roofing, your AC, electrical, your roof, your plumbing, those 4 major systems, and any other items that an inspector would bring up. You can decide whether you would like to make those repairs or be prepared to negotiate with buyers because they're going to have their own independent inspection. So you want to make sure that if it does become a factor, that you're either going to adjust the price or you're going to offer a credit. So you do have to consider those things. And finally, you need to select a sales price. Now, I always tell my sellers it's not what you want to sell your house for, it's what the buyer is willing to pay for it. And when I say that, what I mean is that you need to get a comparative market analysis, which in the real estate world we call CMAs. Now, this is where your house is going to be compared, we call them comparables, of other houses in the area that have had a sale within the last 3 months, 90 days. We want it to be recent because we need to have up-to-date information. Now, and the comparable homes are going to be very similar to yours: square footage, the year built, bedrooms, lot size, things of that nature. So I really highly suggest that you ask your realtor for a CMA. And I also suggest that the sellers could get an appraisal. Now, this is usually when you're under contract, a buyer would ask for appraisal, but you can, as a seller, you can get an appraisal done and you can see again, similar to a CMA, what your house is valued at. So I hope these 3 tips were helpful for you. I am going to leave a link below to have access to my seller's guide. So please feel free to click on that. It has very helpful information, and in an upcoming video I am going to talk about making repairs and updates and renovations to your property, so that you know what, when people make renovations, they want to get their money back. So we're going to talk about the different values of what is going to add value and what doesn't. So I hope this video was helpful. I will see you all on the next one. Have a great one.